Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, back here in the Raptica Greatwood, where we're going with Y'shtola after the Light Warden, or at least the way to it, because Eulmore is, well, pressuring the Knights Blessed into surrendering us. We can't allow that. Bearing this seal, it should be possible to enter Yx Maja unmolested by its guardians. I will go ahead to Sliverbow and inform the others. When you have recovered from your exertions, meet with us in the cavern leading east out of the village. This is the northeastern pathway. I'm so glad to see you safe. Everyone is ready to go if you are. We've done what we can to prepare them for the worst. Still, we should hurry before the children return with Eulmore and reinforcements. That you all found the seal is perhaps bittersweet proof that the aid of which was so painstakingly forged never came. Thus did the Empire crumble, its ruins reclaimed by the wood. Fate is ever a fickle mistress. Good, you're here. Runa opened the gate for us but moments ago. Beyond lies Yx Maja and presumably the Light Warden. It did not take long for the wood's protectors to find me when I last came here, and I expect them to fall upon us just as quickly this time. Though we carry the seal, that is no reason for us to let down our guard. Now let us seek out the Warden and put an end to its reign over these woods. It's ground, not water, right? Kinda looked like a shallow puddle. Why is there a path of blue flowers? Arrows?
Would seem we have found them.
You trespass upon sacred ground! Begone!
Wait! We did not come to! Stop! We mean you no harm. Sister, is that? We are allies of the Empire of Ronka. As is customary, we come bearing the seal of the Emperor.
What?
It appears to be genuine.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Then perhaps there's yet hope.
Perhaps. We acknowledge your seal, but we must be certain of its authenticity. Follow the azure flowers to our village. There we will judge if you are friend or foe.
Try not to stray from the path. All right? Follow the flowers. Would it kill them to escort us? But if it affords us an opportunity to investigate Yx Maja, fine.
Maybe it's just me, but doesn't it feel counterintuitive to make the path out of flowers? Well, I guess that shows how rarely it's tread upon, huh? Stop stuttering. I would have a seal if you may confirm its authenticity. Straight to the point, I see. Very well. There's no mistaking the crest of a royal family. It is of proper size, and by its weight it's plain it was made from gold. The seal is indeed genuine. For 3,000 years have we waited for this moment, and now we are finally here. I bid you welcome, allies of Ronka. I'm Almet, chieftainess of Fanon. Uymet, her younger sister. Simet, a pleasure. We were beginning to lose hope that you would come. I beg pardon? These are troubled times for my people. Oh, I can but imagine what has compelled you to venture into our woods. You must be tired after your journey. Come, take your ease. If you'd like, we can show you about the village. Oh, I must warn you, it's a long way down to the forest floor, so do watch your step. This way, what is your name? Serenia. Serenia? And this is a common name nowadays? How times change. But I digress. Come, and be sure to watch your step. Meaning, don't fall, please. No dawdling. Once we have learned all we can of the Warden and its whereabouts, we should be on our way. For a moment I was worried they wouldn't accept the seal. They call themselves Viis, is that right? Not a terribly diverse people from what I can see. For 3,000 years did they wait? Incredible. If you'd hear the tale of our people, speak with Ahmed. As eldest, she is our voice. My apologies for the hostile greeting. It's a miracle our arrows did not find their mark. As bearers of a seal, you have a right to know what became of the Empire and my people's purpose here. We are descendants of a palace guard which served under the last emperor, and to this day we carry on the duty of our forebears, the final decree of His Eminence before Ronka's fall. By the wisdom of our people was Ronka made to thrive. Such knowledge must never be forgotten, nor may it be suffered to fall into the hands of the wicked. Keep it secret, keep it safe, and look to the coming of our allies. Unto when you shall bequeath us our all, and thus will Ronka live on. By his command we have remained in the Raktika Greatwood, guardians of Ronka's ruins and the wisdom held within. I hope thou would not think the question impertinent, but did their people's famed longevity perchance play a part in the Emperor's decision to entrust this mission unto thee and thine? That was one reason, yes. We Viis would easily live to see 3 of your elven lifetimes. We were also the fiercest fighters. There are none more fit than us to stand watch over the remains of Ronka. But our duty has grown ever more perilous in the wake of a flood. Settlements such as this one were plentiful before the Light claimed dominion over the land. But now? Fano is all that remains. Our numbers dwindled year by year. Before long, there will be no one left to honor the Emperor's wishes. And you believe we are the ally for whom you have waited? We have a seal, do you not? After 3 millennia of waiting, that alone is nothing short of a miracle. Truth be told, I had begun to think you would never come. Sister. We are glad of your presence here in the Greatwood. The wisdom of Ronka is yours should you wish it. You need only ask. First the Light Warden. You come in search of a Light Warden. My apologies, but I do not know where it makes its lair. Ymet, do you recall any sightings of this creature? Not these past 30 summers. 30? But that would mean... how old are you exactly? I think that was rude. Young enough to remember. With age comes knowledge. There may yet be one among us who has seen or heard of the abomination you seek. We have leave to speak with the other Viis then. But of course. Then we should split up and inquire individually. If someone knows something, I would hear it while there's yet time to act. In the name of Ronka and the late Emperor, I promise we will do all we can to assist you and yours. Let not our looks deceive you. It's true we are still in our youth, but we are older than you might think. I pray you find the knowledge you seek. Oh, what I would not give to see the Warden brought low. Ah, here, Nimit. It was not my intention to pry, but your voices carry far. I know what it is you would ask of me. Unfortunately, the answer is no. I've not seen the Light Warden. I patrol the ruins perimeter regularly. If it were hiding nearby, I would know about it. Can we jump here? No. An outsider? But how? The gods, all allies of the Empire. My sincerest apologies for failing to note your arrival. It was the Warden you wished to know about, yes? My mother, may she rest in peace, told me once of its appearance in these woods. Before settling in Fano, she lived in a village near Raktika Falls, until it was destroyed by the Sin Eaters. While out on patrol one day, she spotted a swarm of the abominations, one of which was different from the rest. It was larger for one, but what struck her was the way it follows seemed to revere it. She was convinced that what she saw was the Light Warden. So, Raktika Falls, possibly. Or close by. The Light Warden. No, I have not seen it. But I have witnessed the horrors of the Lesser Eaters. How they are wont to hunt in packs and carry off their victims, rather than consuming them on the spot. I suspect the Warden is a grotesque corpulent thing waiting patiently for its minions to bring its next meal. You search for the Light Warden. I cannot say I've ever laid eyes on it. Our duty is to protect the ruins, no more. We have no need to strike out in search of such a foe. So, probably not close to the ruins, and we have a sighting, an old one near the Raktika Falls. Myriads are the tales the Viis did share with me, and there's none mention of a warden or its lair. Did you have any luck speaking with a Viis? No one I spoke to had seen nor hide nor hair of a warden, but that may not be surprising given their disinclination to stray far from the ruins. Are you able to learn aught of a warden's whereabouts? I pray the others were able to provide what I could not. Near Raktika Falls? I wasn't not told of this. I think I see now why it was never been spotted on our patrols. I have never heard of this Raktika Falls. I can but assume it lies deep within the woods of Yx Maja. Just so, but the tunnels which leads there collapsed after a rather bloody battle with the Eaters, and has not been passable for many years. We made several attempts to clear away the rubble, yet each time we were driven back. In the end we were forced to give it up as lost. thereby making it a suitable place for the Warden to take sanctuary. There's perhaps one way to enter, though it would be at great peril to you and your companions. The Kitana Revel, a temple to the northeast. It's been sealed for centuries, but within is a path that leads to the vaults. Can it be opened? For the allies of Ranka it can. First we must go to the Kemul Astropolis. Once the flow of magic is restored there, the path through the Kitana Revel can be opened. It may sound a simple task, but there's certain obstacles which prevent us from attending to it ourselves, and we know not how to overcome them. The Empire never granted us our forebears leave to look upon the secrets we are charged with protecting. If we might be tempted, the means to do so were withheld from us. We can but show you the way. The rest is up to you. It would seem we have our work cut out for us then, shall we? Did you have to ask? Let us be about then. If that is your wish, it is my duty to escort you. While we attend to matters at the Kemul Astropolis, I would ask that your sisters accompany Urianji and Fenquid and share with them all they can of these woods. While we have every intention of investigating Raptica Falls, it is yet possible the Light Warden dwells elsewhere. With that in mind, it would behoove us to prepare an alternate course of action. Uimet? Simet? I leave them to you. Yes, sister. Should our present course prove false, doubt not that Fenquid and I shall find any and all possible paths forward. We must make haste and see this done. The Kitana Revel and the Light Warden await. What you seek lies in the heart of Kemul Astropolis. Unfortunately, it too was sealed shut by order of His Eminence. If we are to open it, we must first look to the morning stars. Come, I will show you the way. Where do we have to go? A low floating block. Looking upon these structures, I cannot help but be reminded of the ruins in Gearbania. Yet the manner in which they appear to be suppressing the natural flow of air is more akin to the Allagan pillars in the House of the Crooked Coin. Oh, I'm mixing up voices here. You were able to keep up, I see. Well done. Ahead lie the Morning Stars, 4 monuments built in tribute to the Guardians of Raktika. Beyond them is the Great Pyramid of Uxner, where the flow of magic must be restored. It is said that the monuments are themselves the keys to opening the pyramid. Though I know not how, that is for you to discover. Another puzzle. Wonderful. I would have a closer look. I must confess there are times when I too wonder what lies within these ruins, but would never defy the will of the Emperor. This is indeed another puzzle, but for a blessing it appears to be similar to the one we encountered at the lake. These statues are all depictions of the divine beasts mentioned on the tablet. No doubt they will open the way to the pyramid in a like manner. We must but discern the correct order. Let's split up and search the area for clues. These ruins are covered in ancient inscriptions. The answer shall well be hiding among them. Indeed, it may be best to transcribe them if they are as numerous as you say, better than risk overlooking something. Though transcription would prove impractical for you, not being versed in Ronkan script, no matter. We will employ a different approach. Impressions. Here, I had thought to use these clay tablets to record any significant imagery we had discovered, but they will serve you just as well. Take impressions of any inscriptions you find. We will start at the base of the pyramid and you begin at the top. When you have finished, return here and I will translate your findings. Hop. You take an impression of a writing inscribed on the monument. Rather faint, huh? There's so many inscriptions I scarcely know where to start. Ow. I trust you've made good use of those clay tablets. Well done, a moment while I decipher what you've found. Apologies for the delay. Nothing we saw at the base of the pyramid gave any hint as to the solution of a puzzle, focusing instead on how to proceed having solved it. Your findings on the event appear to form a riddle. Once assembled, it reads as follows. Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. Mark the crown, heed its call. Avert thy gaze, forever fall. I had assumed that the puzzle would involve a sequence, but from what Almet and I were able to gather, it is but a matter of suffusing one of the statues with ether. The question being, which one? Have you any thoughts? Okay, can you repeat that, please? Come together, share despair. Go thy ways, dread burdens bear. The crown heed its call. This is facing away from the curl statue. Towards the woods. Towards the Great Pyramid. Statue. The wolf faces towards the Oppo. Come together, share despair. Go apart, dread burden, spare. Those are these two, I think. Share despair, dread burden, spare. Both doesn't sound good. And I think the crown heed its call is what tells us so. It should be the owl. Leave me in peace. Right then, after you selected a statue, I'll impute with the required ether. Should it prove to be a trap, I'm more than capable of warding off any malign magic it may contain. Now, which statue will it be? The owl. Alright, I pray this works. The ether has been absorbed. We really do have a talent for these things. Again, my reasoning was in the words, right? That the first set here was looking away, dread burden spare. On the other side came together to share despair, and the all looked towards the pyramid. So, heed the crown's call, and walking away forever fall or something like that, right? So by elimination of what was wrong. The way should be clear now. Come, let us... Someone approaches. Sister! Sister! Simet? What are you doing here? What has happened? Eulmore and soldiers who have entered Yx Maja! Eulmore and soldiers, and what of a blessed? Nothing specific, but it seems Eulmore had little interest in Sliverborough or its people. According to our scouts, their general and his men made all haste for the gate to Yx Maja upon finding it. Together with Fenquit, you met and some few others have engaged them at the border. You are to return and assist you met at once. We are not to set foot near the ruins of Fano. We will see to matters here and return as quickly as we can, understood? Yes, sister. Be careful. Running out of time. Though I knew time was short, I did not expect the Eulmore to move so swiftly. But we have come too far to turn back now. Okay, but I end this episode here, so we can hurry up next time. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.